What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is a very exciting day. At least it is for me, because I just bought a brand new 2020 Chevrolet Silverado 1500. What? So I never would have thought that I'd actually be able to get a brand new truck, let alone a brand new truck as nice as this one was, because of how expensive trucks or vehicles in general have gotten now. I came across finding out that this crazy deal they were offering. Once I found out the deal, I did have to go look. I've been wanting a new truck. I've been wanting a nicer new truck, but just didn't think it would ever happen. So when I found out this deal, I did go down there and check a truck out that I liked. I looked at it online and then went over there and checked it out. And I found out this really awesome deal. They were doing it. You had to get approved through the GM finance thing. I can't remember what it is. It's GM something. But you had to get approved through them to be able to get this. Now, the deal that I got was 84 months with 0% interest. Crazy. Even on top of that, I got 4 months with no payments. Not 4 of the 84. I have 4 months, no payments. Then my 84 month starts with 0% interest. Once I found out that I would be able to actually make the payment and not like strangle myself in debt, I ended up getting it. You've probably seen on Instagram and here on YouTube that I did have a 2010 Ford F-150. It is the cheapest F-150 that you could possibly buy. It was the XL, just work truck, nothing nice on it at all, just a plain old work truck. I got it in September of 2011 and had 8,000 miles on it. I did trade that in to get this truck, and when I traded it in, I had just flipped 140,000 miles. When I went in there, I told them I wanted that truck, wanted to trade my Ford in. They offered me $3,500, which was reasonable. I was happy to get that. And I had added a bunch of stuff on the truck that I had made and stuff, like made a grill guard and the side steps. I did do a video not too long ago on those. And the grill guard had a winch on it, and I had two toolboxes on the bed on the truck. And I told him I was going to leave everything like it was, except I wanted my winch. That startled me. My neighbor just got home. That was a lot of noise. All right, back. I can't even remember where I was. Yeah, I think $3,500. I had all this stuff added on the Ford, but I told him I was going to leave everything except I wanted the winch on the grill guard. I'll leave the grill guard, but I need my winch and I need my two toolboxes. So they offered me $3,500. Went back and forth pretty much a whole entire day doing all of this as it usually is. But by the end of it all, I ended up leaving everything on there and got $6,000 for the truck. Blew me away, couldn't believe it. And with them giving me $6,000 for my Ford, and I could make this truck work, and the 84 months with 0% interest, and I didn't have to make a payment for 4 months, I made it happen. So, let's go check out the truck.
Thing is real. So hit me. So hit me. So hit me. First a confession. With you, I feel a connection. With you, it's like an infection. I've been infected with an obsession. With you, never any tension. Nothing but love and affection. Enough of my case, so let's cut to the chase. Listen up, cause these are the directions. Obey what I say, don't complain. I don't wanna hear questions. Follow my lead, time to fall to you.
So, I finally got the truck. Now let's talk about it. We're gonna talk about the key fob, stuff it does. Talk about some of the stuff on the outside, and then hop in the truck and talk about all the rest of it. Before we talk about these buttons, it's got this little button on the side. There's your key. And it just fits right in there. Sweet. And you don't really ever have to pull it out unless like you're out somewhere and the battery in this dies or something. So with key fob, we do have lock and unlock and the alarm thing. It does come with a remote start, and then this thing that I had no idea about until I got this. Didn't know they were doing this. Press it twice. So that's pretty much all the cool stuff with key fob. All right, so the outside of the truck before we hop in here, this thing are LED, which is really awesome. I don't know if you'll be able to, there we go, yep, right there. LED headlights. You've got running lights in here that are all LED. But what's really stupid is they've got a halogen bulb in the turn signal. Now, most of all the lights on here are LED, but there are some halogen bulbs still on here. I am going to upgrade, I think, all of those with LED bulbs. So I will probably be doing a upgrade video for this truck. That will be one of the things. So we're not going to talk too much about that now. So let's talk about the other stuff. It did not come with fog lights, which kind of sucks, but I can live without that. I did see that to get fog lights, you had to get like the LTZ or the High Country, which are really, really expensive. This was expensive, but they're really expensive. That was the only way you get fog lights, which really sucked. And you can get a fog light kit. It's like $250. I was like, whew, I'm not gonna spend that much money on it. So maybe one day, but it's probably gonna be somewhere way down the road. But no fog lights, no lights on the side mirrors, which I'm okay with that. This is 4-wheel drive and a 4-door truck. So I'm really excited because I just went from a 2-wheel drive, 2-door truck to a 4-wheel drive, 4-door truck. So that's quite a thing for me. And then we do have the cool side step on both sides. These are all LED, but the backup lights is another halogen bulb. So that'll be another one that we replace. I did absolutely need the standard bed. I did not want the small bed. So finally found one that had that on there. And what's really cool is there's a 120 volt plug-in back here. Freaking awesome. And then also we have where did they go? Oh, there they are. Lights in the bed, LED lights. Awesome. And it does have a button in the cab where to turn the cargo lights on. It also turns the bed lights on. Oh yeah, and I'll talk a little bit about this in a second. I did get the complete towing package, which I really, really need because I tow this little trailer all the time. And when I'm not towing that one, I tow my really big trailer. It's the 18 or 20 foot trailer that I haul my tractor on. So I'm towing with this thing a lot. So I really, really loved having that towing package. So let's get on the inside. All right. Now this is the most expensive and the nicest truck I have probably ever been in, let alone I have ever had. It is the most expensive vehicle I've ever had before, and it's really, really nice. Like, start over here and work our way around. Oh, and that's the back seat. Oh, and really cool, before we start talking about all these buttons, really cool that pulls out. I can't reach it right now, but it's got pulls out with cup holders and everything. And then you can't really see it, but behind these car seats, there's another compartment behind like that, except it opens sideways that you can fit stuff in there on both sides. Really freaking cool. All right, we do have real nice leather. Door locks, automatic windows, all 4. And it's really weird, but all of these are automatic down, but mine is the only one that's automatic up. Not that big of a deal. And I can lock all the windows, which I have kids in here a lot, so that's a must. And then automatically moving side mirrors. That's like a new thing for me. Really freaking cool. All right, we do have trailer mode. I can switch it in different modes and tell it that I'm towing a trailer. We have auto, 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, and this is like a off-road feature. I haven't really figured out a whole lot about that, but I'll probably never use it. All right, and then we do have the cargo light. You push this, and then actually turns the cargo lamp on the back of the cab on, and the lights in the bed. And something that's really cool is if the truck is in gear, I discovered that if you push that button, the cargo light on the back of the bed, or the back of the cab, comes on, but it doesn't let the bed lights come on. Because, I mean, if you'd be looking in the rear view mirror driving down the road at night, those lights are going to be on, which would be a hazard, I guess. You have a light shining right in your face in the rear view mirror. So that's really cool that if you push that while you're going down the road, it doesn't turn the bed lights on, just the cargo light. Then we have our different light settings. I'll never really change that. It'll always be on auto. And this is a brightness up or down on controlling how bright the lights are and everything. Then over here we have cruise control, which is really nice. I've never had a vehicle other than my Traverse that my wife drives that's got cruise control, but other than that, I haven't had one. So that's really cool when I'm driving long distances. I do have a heated steering wheel. Really nice. A lot of people, you say, oh, I've got a heated steering wheel. What use is a heated steering wheel? If it's cold outside and you don't have gloves on, and you start this baby up in the house with your remote start, and you come out and it's cold and you hop in here and grab hold of this thing, it's freaking nice. I mean, I didn't really care. I wasn't going to turn down a truck because it doesn't have a heated steering wheel, but now that I have it, awesome feature. I also have the phone thingy where I can hook up my iPhone on the truck. So anytime I'm in the truck and somebody calls me, I don't have to pull my phone out at all. I can just say answer or push this button, and then I think that's the microphone, and I can have phone conversations in the truck. Really cool. And then this is a little wheelie thing. You spin that and you use it and push, and this controls some of the stuff in the menu over there. And then over here in the passenger side, we do have a glove box with a lot of crap in it. And then another thing up here that you can store even more stuff. Awesome. That's pretty much it for the side part. Oh, and there's also a microphone over there. So I guess if I'm in a phone conversation and my wife wants to speak, she will be heard. All right, in the middle here, we do have a real nice area to store a bunch of stuff. And then here, and then on the more expensive truck options, I think it's got a charging station here where the not plug-in charge, where you can just sit the phone here and it charges. This doesn't have that, but that doesn't really matter. All right, and then I don't want to throw my change everywhere, but you can actually grab hold of this and lift it up, and it will fold up, and it's actually got a seat belt on here. So 3 people can sit here and 3 people can sit back there. So that's really cool. I can fit 6 people in here comfortably. As you can see, well, you can't see now. Hold on. I have a rear mirror that moves. Awesome. Have never had that before up here. Push it and move it automatically. You ain't got to grab a hold to it. Lights. These are buttons for a garage door if you have that sort of thing. And then I can turn all the lights on in the truck. And then I think that's not to annoy me if a door's open or something like that. And then the regular feature. I'm not 100% sure of what that does, but I haven't pushed it. That's the OnStar thing. I don't have that. And then that's the phone thingy. All right, so now here, oh, and it also is a push button start. So we have a bunch of different options of changing. You know, I can have a bunch of different stuff on the screen. Mostly I just leave it on there. This is, woo. Oh, by the way, awesome song. Breaking Benjamin came out with a new album, at least somewhat recently, called Aurora. And they redid a bunch of songs. This one's the Dear Agony song, and it's got Lacey Strum, I think is her name, from Flyleaf. Awesome song. Check that out. But besides that, here's my screen. Got a bunch of different stuff, bunch of different options. It does have a camera on the tailgate, which is really good for backing up. I did tell you that I had the complete towing package, which all the stuff on here absolutely crazy. All right, so this is how it is when I usually back up, if I'm not backing up to a trailer. But if I'm backing up to a trailer, I can actually push this thing, and it sets this line up here, lining up with my hitch ball, that I can just take that line and back right up to the tongue of the trailer. Awesome. So when I get up close to the trailer, I push this button here, and it looks straight down on my ball, so I can back this thing right up under the tongue of my trailer and not have to get out at all. Be able to stop it where I want it, get out, hook the trailer up. After I get the trailer hooked up, I have this trailering option here. And if I click that and then click start right here, after I've hooked the trailer up, I can come in here and click start, and the truck will actually function through all of the lights on the trailer for me. All the running lights on the trailer will automatically be on, and then it'll go from brake lights, so you can check those, left turn signal, right turn signal, and then backup lights if your trailer has that option. And it'll keep functioning through all of those lights in the cycle until you come up here and push stop. So hooking up a trailer makes it completely easy, and I don't need anybody's help at all. Awesome. All right, like I said, I can hook my phone up here so I can listen to Spotify, and I've got the Sirius XM radio and all that awesome stuff. I can listen to songs on my phone. Oh, well, my battery's about to die. I better hurry up and finish this. I don't have navigation, and that's climate, which I don't ever push that because I've got all the climate down here. It does have the, I'm not sure what you call this, but like I can have my heat setting over here, and then my wife or whoever's sitting here can have it something completely different, which is really cool. I do have rear defrost. I didn't know any truck had that, but I have rear defrost, and I also have heated seats, which is an unbelievable luxury that I never thought I would actually be able to have in my truck. But heated seat, you can do just the back or the bottom and the back. Awesome. And for all these buttons down here, this is the automatic stop feature. In this truck, if I come to a complete stop, it'll actually cut the engine off to save gas, and then when I let off the brake, it will come back on. This is always on, but if I want to, I can push that and it will cut the automatic off feature completely off, so I don't have to worry about that. I do leave it on all the time though. This button, I can actually drop the tailgate from in here. This is caution lights to turn off the, I can't really think of what that is, but you know the picture. And then I push this, and I have another 120 plug-in right there. And I don't know if this turns just this one on or both on. And these, push that to cut it off. And I forgot what it was. I want to say it's maybe 400 watts of power. Might not be that, but whatever it is, if you plug something up to one of these, you have that much power. But if you've got something plugged up here and in the back, you only have half of whatever that is here and half over there. You don't have all of that in both places. I do have a 12 volt plug-in, and then this is really cool. I can plug a USB or a mini USB up here. I can actually plug this up to my phone and actually get navigation on my screen and see everything on my phone on my screen, so that's pretty cool. And a SD card reader, so I can put a SD card in here and look at pictures and videos on the screen on my truck, so that's really cool. And then also have the trailer brake controller integrated into the truck. That's really nice because my Ford, I didn't have that, and I had to get a trailer brake controller and completely wire it up myself. I don't have to do that here. I got the whole trailering package and all that stuff's on this truck. So that is a really cool feature. Something else I forgot to mention, this is the parking brake. It's electrical, which was kind of weird at first, that I'm probably going to push that and then forget it and take off and tear up my parking brake. But it's really cool if I push that, get in here, start it, and put it in gear. as soon as your foot hits the accelerator, it automatically disengages the parking brake. So that's really cool. All right, so let's get out of this thing. So that is the 2020 Chevrolet Silverado 1500. Can't believe I got it, but I finally did. If you like this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up and let me know all your thoughts down in the comment section below. If you haven't yet, be sure to get subscribed to the channel. I am probably going to do an upgrade video on stuff that I have done or am doing to this truck. So if you like this video, keep an eye out for that. I will see you guys next time. Peace.
Thing is real. So hit me. So hit me. So hit me.